it's time for the Cameroonian. Let's talk about Emmanuel Decha Gustave-Dush to lead the 9-time Nigerian champions. Yinka, quite the upheaval talking about Eyimba, the movement from, briefly Ayeni, and of course now to Dush, the Cameroonian coach.
Yeah, it is. Well, looking at the pedigree that the club has, they won't want anything less than a continental spot actually. So now the NPFL is fine. You can go from all coaches like the NPFL is kind of like, oh my, I'm actually looking for this word actually. It's not. Okay, you can say, okay, you're saying
the results determine what you get.
Exactly.
Well, of course, it's the same everywhere, but maybe they are more impatient, given that, they want to see results as quickly as possible. One win could propel you into third, a loss could take you down towards the relegation zone,
exactly.
like that.
That's just the way it is. Well, you're talking about impatience. I almost all Nigerian clubs do this. It's a known thing. And, we usually say football is not just about you playing ball, like playing the round letter stuff.
It's about the results.
About the results and everything.
Well, indeed. So, yeah. It is about the results, well, indeed. And you expect that for Eyimba, who find themselves rather in 12th spots on the table. And, you say maybe, just maybe. Anyways, both clubs who played yesterday are still stuck with the Remo Stars have their 26 points, but they cannot rise because their goal difference is still quite lower than the likes of Wiki Tourist and Barra, who also have 26 points at this point. Akon Kalifat have 18 points, 19 points, beg your pardon. And of course, you talk about that in that run. Well, plenty to still watch out for when it comes to action right there. Now let's go from one club to another. There's this interesting story that went around, like at the weekend through to yesterday. Now Ekiti United Football Club have now had to firmly dismiss reports claiming that its supporters attacked the head coach Idris Bolarinwa during a training session, describing the allegation as false, malicious, and deliberately misleading. Well, context to that, the controversy emerged after a social media post by an ex-user, alleging arrest at the club's training ground. However, Ekiti United says nothing of such nature happened and insists the report was fabricated without any form of verification. And according to the club, players and officials resumed training peacefully at exactly 7 a.m. on Monday, as preparations began for the second stanza of the NNL, scheduled to start on the 14th of February. And speaking on the matter, the media manager, Blessing Akinyemi of Ekiti United, explained that the only activity outside routine training was a formal meeting between the club's management and the players' union. Okay, and the club further clarified that no supporters club members were present at the venue. A point it says completely undermines the claim that fans carried out any attack right there. And they say that the social media post was defamatory and dangerous, and of course there are warnings right there. And the management added that it reserves the right to seek legal action if the false report is not retracted and followed by a public apology. Well, they have also cautioned bloggers and social media users against sharing the reports. And of course, we have reaffirmed the commitment to professionalism and discipline and all that. While all of that was in play yesterday, while the results, the reports made the round and all that, we made some attempts to contact, the ex-user who posted that, and this stands by what he said. He has evidence, so it will be interesting to see. We'll make attempts also to still speak further with the ex-user, who it turns out is not just a blogger, but a stakeholder in Nigerian football, and he says he has sources and they are very reliable. But then wait to see how that happens. Let's talk about girls today. Let's talk about girls. I know on conversations, I know Bimbo and Tola always talk about Victor and the girls. Well, the girls are coming to Ibadan. Ibadan. Good news for us, yeah. The other time we had girls coming to Ibadan, it was a resounding victory for them. This time again, we are having the girls coming to Ibadan. And head coach Moses Aduku has expressed satisfaction with the progress of the Nigeria under-20 girls. Talking about the Falconets. As the two-time FIFA World Cup silver medalists continue preparations for the third round of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifying fixture against Senegal. Well, the past weeks spent in camp have been productive, with all invited players fully present and responding positively to training. The technical crew has focused on tactical organization, team cohesion, overall strategy, and the players have demonstrated commitment, discipline, and intensity throughout the preparations. And of course, you speak about Aduku emphasizing that attention remains firmly on the upcoming qualifier, stressing the importance of securing a strong result in the first leg on home soil. Friendly matches have been vital in assessing and refining the team system of play. There's a lot of focus on strengthening attacking play while maintaining defensive balance. Well, they describe the performances so far as encouraging. So yes, joyful noise because Nigeria will host the first leg of the fixture at the Lagos Salami Stadium, Ibadan, and that will be Saturday 7th of February, with the second leg, the return leg, scheduled for Saturday 14th of February in Dakar, Senegal. The Falconets will also reach the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup in Japan 14 years ago. Will travel to Ibadan, and of course their travel date, let me look at the time. We are expecting them anytime today, and of course they're here to continue their preparations ahead of the fixture while refraining from bold predictions. Aduku has expressed belief in the quality and mentality of the players, and he has cited their competitive displays in recent friendly games. And of course he says that the team are determined to make the nation proud and secure qualification. Now, for what it's worth, the winner of the Nigeria-Senegal fixture will go into the last round of the qualifying series to confront the winner of the Guinea-Bissau-Malawi fixture for one of Africa's 4 tickets at the final tournament. Well, we expect that this will happen, and the girls will actually get one of those 4 tickets. Reminder that the 12th edition of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup Finals will be staged in Poland between the 5th to the 27th of September 2026. Yinka, the girls are coming to town, and of course it is beautiful for us.
Yeah, like, the girls, they always, anytime they come in, they're always putting on a show. I remember the last time that they came, the last game that they played at the Lagos Salami Stadium. Talk about the home fans, talk about the synergy that they have. Everything was super on point, and of course they had this resounding 3-0 victory, I think. Yeah, so looking at the squad, you're having someone like, okay, Janet, and the others, like, say this team, them get everything, they have everything, like their cohesion is there. So their communication, everything is there, right from the defense to the midfield to the attack, everything gels. Everything tends to just gel amazingly. And so, well, for this fixture, I'm not really scared because I know that they'll definitely put on a show. And of course, coming again to Ibadan, of course, something to watch out for. I can't wait to see them.
We can't wait to see them right here. Something to watch out for in there. Let's go pay these bills and make some money. And when we come back, we have more stories to cover for you right here on Sports Tit Bit.
ìbùkún Ábúráhámù dé gbogbo ìlú ọlọ́ṣẹ́ Ìbàdàn ẹ kú oríire Ọlọ́run Ábúráhámù ó ti ṣetán láti ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe tí yóò sì máa fi ìbùkún tó kọjá òye ẹ̀dá bí ayé oníkojúkọ ènìyàn wò ní ọlọ́ṣẹ́ for Christ 2026 full night of glory pẹ̀lú àkòrí tá a pè ní Abraham's blessing. Níbẹ̀ ni ayé ogunlógó ènìyàn yóò ti gba ìfọwọ́tọ́ tí Ọlọ́run wòlíì Ọlágbéjú yóò mú fàwọn ènìyàn lórí sókè lọ sí ibi gíga. Gbogbo olùgbé ìlú ọlọ́ṣẹ́ tó fi mọ́ gbogbo Ìbàdàn lápapọ̀ ẹ dìde wúyà kẹ́ ẹ máa bọ̀ ní ọlọ́ṣẹ́ for Christ 2026 èyí tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ Tuesday 27 di ọjọ́ Friday 30th oṣù kínní ọdún 2026 látàgò mẹ́wàá lẹ́ dàgò mẹ́ta òwúrọ̀ níbi tí Ọlọ́run yóò ti máa lò. Lady evangelist lórí Ìyíkúnlé Pastor Adéwálé Samuel Ajírere James Oyèdélé Pastor Olúwaṣínà Kàsálé Pastor Ládìpúpọ̀ Assembly Pastor ní Pastor Adébọ́lá Moses àní tí Ọlọ́run kò ní tí ọ̀rọ̀ àṣẹ wòlíì yóò mú jáde láti ní Prophet M.I. Ọlágójú Jonas Superintendent P-Zone inú ìjọ wa ló ti máa wáyé CAC Agbára Ọlọ́run ní ìgbàanì Power House of Peace District P-Zone kìlómítà 10 Ìbàdàn Lálùpù Water Road Ẹlẹ́ṣin bus stop Ọlọ́ṣẹ́ Ìbàdàn.
welcome back. And of course, we're talking about different things happening out there. Well, of course, let's go over to England in the Premier League, where we saw a 1-0 draw right there. And of course, it was really crazy scenes looking at how it played out, between these two sides. Let's talk about Everton and Leeds United. James Justin gave Leeds the lead right there in the 28th minute. And of course, it was looking bright for them. But then, of course, Tieno Barry equalized right there in the 76th minute, assisted by Idrissa Gana Gueye. And of course, it looked like there would be more. But then there was an injury to Tieno Barry later on anyways. And of course, he was a stalemate at the end of it all at the Il Dickinson Stadium in Liverpool, Merseyside, England. Well, what a treat. Talking about this Monday Night Football. Everton in 10th spot, talking about the Premier League, and Leeds in the 16th with 26 points. Yinka, quite the game right there in the Premier League. Everton against Leeds United, pushing all the way, trying to get the job done. But then, surprisingly, Everton, who look to be in all sort of troubled waters, all of a sudden they've moved to the Il Dickinson Stadium, and now they're getting some results. They're 10th as we speak.
Well, this Everton team, let's just forget the fact that, okay, they're a mid-table team, or should I say relegation team. Let's just forget about that fact. There's something about them when it comes to the second half of the season. They're always rising up to the occasion, especially this their keeper, Jordan Pickford. So as a team as well, too, not forgetting about that. So they're always rising up to the occasion. So once the second half of the season started, I actually knew that they would definitely, so that they pick up a point, they will definitely pick up a point. So it was something I actually expected from them. It's not a new thing for me.
Between those two sides. Anyways, let's shift focus to the La Liga, where we saw another 1-0 draw. It was two G's playing. It was Girona and Getafe who were up in arms against each other. And of course, 2 goals scored, both of them in the second half, one for each of the sides. Well, again, it was the Wayside who scored first, just as we saw in Leeds' game. And it was Luis Vasquez who scored in the 59th minute. And of course, he went off injured in the 86th minute. But then, of course, Victor Reis scored rather a Fred actually in the 94th minute to actually show that they shared the spoils right there at the Estadio Municipal de Montilivi right there in Girona, Spain. And of course, again, Girona are 10th, Getafe are 17th. You talk about that table, and it is after 21 matches. You got thoughts? You want to say something about the game?
Let me just present my comments.
Alright, Gift Orban, the gift that keeps giving. On Monday Night Football, he was there gifting again. It just wasn't enough for Hellas Verona against Udinese. Yeah, let's lop some gelato now. Let's go to the Serie A, where Gift Orban equalized in the 26th minutes, but back and forth. Papambari, everything, whether in English or Yoruba or in Pidgin, let me just know that Udinese some of them better thing inside that match. It was the goal from Hatta in the 23rd minute, the equalizer from Orban that set the tone. But then in the second half of the game, there were 2 goals scored, and it was Udinese who won the day. Zanioli scoring in the 58th minute, and Davis scoring in the 67th minute right there to ensure that things went the way of Udinese in Verona, Italy, especially in the center of everything. That's the Stadio Marcantonio Benteguri right there. And let me mention it to you again. Udinese are 10th in the Serie A, and Hellas Verona are actually 19th as we speak. 14 points to their name after 19 games. And you talk about how things have been right there, talking about this side and what they have been able to do. Anyways, a lot of people fixing their eyes on what will happen in the Bundesliga today. Let's talk about these games. We'll see the scoreline predictions from Yinka afterwards. In the Bundesliga, let's talk about these 3 games that will be going down. St. Pauli at 8:30 against RB Leipzig. What do you think will win? Leipzig?
Yeah.
Pauli?
The one is on Leipzig.
The one is on Leipzig. Interesting. I know we'll see quite a number of goals. I know some people are already marking this one out on their white papers anyways. Also at the same time, Werder Bremen against Hoffenheim, and of course it's the same time for that fixture, and a lot of people will want to see how this goes down at the Weserstadion in Bremen, Germany. Well, you want to stick your neck out for this one?
Oh, for this one, I'm a little bit skeptical. But yeah. But at least both teams to score, and of course it will be an all-out draw for me.
All-out draw, both teams scoring. Okay, so it's score draw it is for you. Alright, let's see how that goes right there. Let's go over to the Stadio Artemio Franchi right there in Firenze, Italy, where we'll be looking at Fiorentina locking us with Como. And yes, it is the Coppa Italia round of 16. Yeah, Como don't do Fiorentina batting in the past anyways, and you look at how the knockout stages are looking like presently. So yes, we'll be looking at how this one will turn out to be. I mean, Fiorentina against Como. You want to stick in account for this one?
Really? Well, for Como, I'm actually going all out. Hopefully, but I know say Fabio has no goal.
You know, there.
So we don't agree that one day. So I slept if they won't break the jinx, but I'm on not be today. That one day. So Como with the win for me.
Okay, Como winning the day. David and Fiorentina. Sorry you. Anyways, this is all part of what's happening in the Coppa Italia. Anyways, because if you remember, they will be up. The winner of this game will be up against Napoli on the 10th of February, and yes, on the other side of this fixture, Torino against Inter Milan on the 4th of February. Inter Milan defeated Verona 5-1. Roma were beaten by Torino 2-3, and of course Napoli actually ousted Cagliari via penalties right there after a 1-0 draw in regulation time. Also on the other side is Atalanta Juventus on the 5th of February. On the 11th of February is Bologna against Lazio right there, in case you've tried to follow up on what is happening right there, talking about it. And now let's quickly let's look at the Champions League. A number of fixtures going down. Well, let's say every fixture going down. crazy run-ups right there. And so we'll be looking at the most interesting ones quickly in a minute or two to see what gives and what actually watching out for in those games. But let's remind you that Ajax are up against Olympiacos, Arsenal against Kairat Almaty. Arsenal want to finish on the high anyways, and maybe this is a fine opportunity for them to go through the group stage, the league phase, without a scratch.
Yeah, this is a really big good opportunity for them, and considering the loss that they had against Manchester United in the weekend, they want to follow up with that mentality. They want to break through. So I think this is a very good opportunity for them, even though they've qualified already for the round of 16. They've qualified already, but I still believe that this Kairat Almaty, it's a very good opportunity for them. And of course, they are meeting Leeds away after this one, so that will be at Elland Road. So those two games will be kind of like a test for them, even though this Kairat Almaty, I think,
speaking about the pressure from the Premier League and all that, the title race. So yeah, they will use this one to boost themselves.
Exactly.
Let's look at Athletic Bilbao up against Sporting CP, Sporting Lisbon in there. Atletico de Madrid against Bodo Glimt. Their season has not gone the way they want. Anyways, Barcelona against Copenhagen, and of course we have Leverkusen against Villarreal, Benfica against Real Madrid, Dortmund against Inter, Club Brugge against Marseille, Frankfurt against Tottenham, Liverpool against Karabakh, Man City against Galatasaray, Ireland against Osimhen. We must talk about that one. Who scores the most goals between both of them?
You see, this game, this was what actually caused in the stadium yesterday. There was this debate. Okay, Jason was with me, and of course, Michael.
Shout out to Jason out there. Michael Pony, shout out. Do anybody yesterday for Level Stars qualified?
So in the first, I know I was sitting down. When we were sitting, there was arguments. It was better between Alan and Osimhen. Who's better? So in my life, when all these arguments was going, I was having a headache. I was like, Jesus, please, just stop. But me, I actually say, okay, fine. Forget the fact that Alan do score goals because he actually has supplies and everything.
But Osimhen also has supplies.
That's it. He also has supplies, and of course, apart from the fact that he also has supplies, Osimhen tends to drop deep. which is like Osimhen tends to drop deep. He also helps in defense. So to me, I still believe say okay, Osimhen better pass and land.
Okay, alright. So we'll watch out tomorrow. We'll see how both of them actually turn out. But anyway, he says undoubtedly one of those centers where people will fix their eyes on. Monaco against Juventus, one other place. Pafos against Slavia Prague. Paris Saint-Germain against Newcastle. I won't watch this one. The runnings of the boys right there is something I want to watch. PSV Eindhoven against Bayern Munich, and of course Napoli against Chelsea. Hey, you got scoreline prediction alone. Napoli against Chelsea, scoreline prediction alone. Just a scoreline.
Chelsea 3, Napoli 2.
Wow. Okay, Napoli 2, Chelsea 3. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see how that one turns out to be, and of course a lot of people will be watching with keen interest to how it goes down. Early hours of this morning, the Australian Open, Alexander Zverev was able to get the better of Tien 3-1, 3 sets to 1. We have a game coming up not too long from now, Carlos Alcaraz against Alexander de Minaur. And of course, Arina Sabalenka won. And of course, it was a 2 sets straight that went the way for Coco Gauff against Vitolina. One to watch out for. And of course, indeed, we would like to see how it all turns out between those two sides. And this is a wrap of the package that we have this morning right here on Sports Tit Bit. I've been joined by Yinka this morning. And of course, it's been beauty to behold right there in the ever exciting world of sports. Let's see if ló ń tẹ̀lé gbogbo ètò tá a fẹ́ ṣe ní wákàtí àsìkò yìí.
Bóyá kí n kó fún ẹ kó ká gan.
Bóyá kí ẹ kó fún ẹ̀mú wa. Lákòókò yìí ká máa sọ́lò. Alright, so let's look at it right here from the studio this morning.
Tó gbajúgbajà ìròyìn kárí ayé màlélẹ́yìn ooo. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Etí mi ò lè jò ń lò fọ́nrán ìní tó lóko yìí. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹ̀tẹ́ ti balẹ̀ jẹ́ ká tún jọgbọ́n. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ìkànnì tó gbajúgbajà Olúyọ̀lé FM. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ajílẹ̀tẹ̀ FM tún máa gbọ́ wa lásìkò kan náà. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Òkè Ògùn FM tó wà lálága. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó kún kẹ́kẹ́. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nínú ilé nínú mọ́tò tàbí lórí ẹ̀rọ ìléwọ́. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Abẹ́ Praise ó tún ti yá ká tún jọgbọ́ Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́. Ẹlẹ́tì ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn rẹ̀ o.
Ẹkú ilé làkàrà lé, ẹkú oko làkẹ́nu ìbọn oko, ẹkú dédé wòyí gbogbo òtún múra, ẹkú ojúmọ́ ní gúúsù àríwá, ìlà oòrùn tó fún mọ́ ìwọ̀ oòrùn.
Ṣé kò yẹ kó kí
gbogbo Nàìjíríà pátápátá
wípé wọ́n kú ọjọ́ ìbí?